A very good evening, students. I, teacher Alfonso, welcome you to Sri Bhagwan Mahavir Jain English Medium School digital classes. Today, we'll be learning another yet more interesting and exciting topic. I'm sure you all are waiting to see the topic. So, we are heading today with the topic which speaks about action, which says what a person is doing. I'm sure you all would have guessed the topic, and it is yes, it is verb and its kind. So far, we learnt about verb that it's an action word. It speaks of an action of a noun, a pronoun, or an adverb. But do you know it even speaks about position, existence, and action? So today we will learn something more about verbs. A verb may be defined as a word that shows position, existence, or an action. Now, possession. Possession means something what belongs to you or belongs to one particular person. That person owns it, or it is the belonging of that person. Okay, like for example, you can say is that football belongs to Raju. This book is Sita's. Then, so that is called as a possession. That apple on the table belongs to Rahul. So this is a possession where some belonging, may it be a material, may it be a relation. You can say is Rahul is Mr. Sharma's son. So Rahul belongs to Mr. Sharma. So they have a relationship. So here possession means like that. Existence. Now existence is he is a doctor. Means that person is existing as a doctor. Then she is a teacher. She is a nurse. So they're showing that person exists over there. He is an engineer. He is an architect. So that person exists. An architect exists over there. That person really lives. So that is an existence. Then we come to an action. The girls were fighting in the class. The girls were singing in the class. They were cycling. The boys were cycling. So it tells about their action. I have few more examples for you all. Here, I have two red pens and a blue one too. So have is a possession. The word here I have underlined have. Have is a possession. Then he is a lawyer. He is a lawyer is an existence. The lawyer is the word is a verb, and it is telling it that person is a lawyer and he exists. Then the boys were fighting. The word were fighting tells about their action, what they were doing at that moment. The soldiers fought bravely. So the word fought is an action word. It's a verb. I am tired. The word am is an existence. It is telling the fact that the pronoun is tired. Now these verbs can be classified into two. See, like each of these verbs may be classified into two, like finite and non-finite verbs. Now here, as we all know, like proper noun, common. So here also there are two types. One is finite verb, one is non-finite verb. Verbs that are limited by number and person of the subject are said to be finite verbs. So now the verbs like for example, he is a student and we too are students of this college. So here is telling how they're trying to tell, they're trying to limit it, like the verb that is limited by number means we are only telling about one person and a few people. So here the example goes like this: he is a student and we too are students of this college. Okay. our team lost the match. So we're just talking about one limited number. We're not talking about the big people lot. So when you talk about only limited people or limited number of a person, so it is called as a finite verb. Here are a few examples of finite verbs. He is a student and we too are students of this college. You can see here he he is underlined and are underlined. These are called as finite verbs. Okay, is are a finite verbs. My auntie lives in Pune. So where lives is a finite verb. They like mangoes but she likes pineapple. So like and likes both are finite verbs because it is talking about a limited like they say they like mangoes. They're saying thousands of people like mango. No, they're saying they like. So in this day we don't know how many people are there. So it is limited. But she means again now one person. She likes pineapple. So it is limited. So these are called as finite verbs. Our team lost the match. See, this house was built by my uncle. So uncle is how many? Only one uncle. So this house was built by my uncle. Now, verbs that are not limited by number and person of the subject are said to be non-finite words. So your verbs that are not limited, okay, it has no limit and person of the subject are said to be non-finite verbs. Here I have some examples for you. Being a student, I got a travel concession. So here the word being is an infinite word. So here it is not limited to one person or more than one person. I saw some fish swimming. How many? Some. So there is no countability about how many are there. Just I saw some. Then my cousin is very fond of cycling. So there is no countability like how much is found. She is found. The printed booklet is torn. So here the printed and because the word is showing us they're not giving an account. On entering the class, the teacher found the student reading. So here the word entering and reading are infinite verbs. Now, a verb may also be classified into basis of the action performed by the subject. When the action denoted by a verb passes from the subject, the doer, to the object, the receiver, the verb is said to be a transitive verb. Now, I know it is getting like, now what is a transitive verb now? If I have to tell you in a simple way, okay, a transitive verb is what when it passes through the subject. Now we all have learned a subject and predicate. I'll give you an example. The manager drives his car off to his office every morning. Okay, now if I have to split this sentence into a subject and a predicate, okay, the manager drives. What is the subject of your sentence? It is the manager drives. Okay, and what is he doing? What is his action telling? His car to the office every morning. So here the word drives, okay, is a transitive verb because it is passes, it is the verb, the drives is a verb, okay, but his car is a transitive verb because it is coming after the subject. So here same way we have one more example here. They will have won the match by this evening. So they will have won is our subject. The match is the verb. It's a transitive verb because it is coming after the subject. Here I have few examples. The manager drives his car to the office every morning. So the word in the blue is your verb and his car is your transitive verb. So here are a few examples. Nita sweeps the floor daily. My mother is boiling the milk in the kitchen. So here is boiling is your verb and your milk is your transitive verb. So here we have a few examples here. Now, coming to the intransitive verb. When the action denoted by a verb does not pass from the subject, the doer, to the object, the receiver, is said to be intransitive. Now, hence, verbs such as to be and to have, which are non action verbs, are intransitive in nature. So, let us keep in mind the verbs which come as to be, to have, are intransitive verbs. Here are a few examples. The manager drives recklessly to the office. So the word drives, okay, the word drives is your intransitive word. Neeta has a new broom. The word has is a intransitive word. My mother is working in the kitchen. So this is working is your transitive verb. So students, this was all about verb and their kinds. I hope you people enjoyed the lesson and understood the kinds of verb. Students, if you still have any doubts or clarification, please feel free to call me or message me. Well, thank you for today. Stay home, stay safe.